Hi there, and welcome back to Retire Your Way with ILG Financial. My name is Chase Lopez. This is Dave Lopez, and we're both investment advisor representatives for ILG Financial. So you're retired, and your company has been nice enough to offer a pension. What you may know is there's several different options that you can take for that pension. You can take it as a monthly check. You and your spouse can take it as a monthly check, or you can take it as a lump sum. So Dave, let's talk about what the difference is between those.
Yeah, a lot of choices. In fact, there's many more choices than that,
Yep.
right? Which we won't get into, like a percentage that the surviving spouse could get. The surviving spouse could get up to 100% the same check, or 50% of what the check is, and all of them end up being different amounts, but they're guaranteed for life. The option you're talking about is often, not all pensions do this, right, Chase? But
Yes.
some say, hey, we're going to give you another option. In addition to income for your life or income for you and your spouse, a third option is going to be, we'll just give you a huge, and they literally call it a lump sum payout. So let's say your payment was $2,400 a month forever. The lump sum payout might be $700,000 based on your age or whatever the pension is. So how do you choose? Do I take the lump sum, or do I take the monthly payments, or I do survivorship? How do you go about making that decision?
Yeah, so really the first step there, and we're big fans of this. I would say this is almost one of our mantras here at ILG. It's all about the data, right? We want to look
all about the data.
We want to look at what that monthly check will be if the company offers the monthly check, right? How much that check will be, and then juxtapose that against what the lump sum would be and how much we could take out of that every month to supplement income, assuming that we need the income, right?
That's right. That's a big if, right? A lot of folks may not need, let's take that example again, that you've got $2,500 a month coming in is what they offer you on the pension. Well, let's say because your wife has already a pension turned on, if you're a husband, or flip-flop it, she already has a pension, and you have 2 Social Security checks, and you really don't need an extra $2,400.
Right.
Well, of course, we like money, but you really want to be paying tax on, what's that, $2,500 a month is $30,000 a year just to reinvest it.
Right.
Whereas if you didn't need it, if we had taken a lump sum, the money could just be growing tax deferred and pull out money only in the months that you needed it.
Boy, that's a good point, Dave. I don't think a lot of folks kind of internalize that, right? With the lump sum pension, you can actually have that sent directly to an individual retirement account, and that's a tax-neutral event, right? So in your example, the $700,000 lump sum, don't mistake it. You're not going to have to report $700,000 worth of income for that.
If you do it right.
If you do it right, correct. So if you send it directly to your individual retirement account or your IRA, that's a tax-neutral event, so you can let that, to your point, Dave, let that money grow tax-deferred, and then just take it out as you need it.
Yeah, and it gives you all kinds of options. So let's say you don't need the $2,500 a month, or 20. I can't remember what I said now, 24 or 2,500. Let's say $2,500 a month, but maybe you need $1,000 a month.
Right.
Well, by moving the lump sum over, you can invest that $700 or part of it in a way that will guarantee you $1,000 a month. And then let the remaining $400,000 or $500,000, whatever it is that you don't need to give you that guarantee, sit and grow and grow and grow and be used for one-time things like a wonderful trip, or if the grandkids need something, but continues to grow tax deferred. It gives you all kinds of flexibility and options.
Boy, that's a great segue, because really what folks may or may not know about that pension is, even if you have the survivor benefit, right, for your spouse, if you all were to pass, right, and not use the whole $700,000, right, what people don't know is the pension company keeps the money, right? They don't necessarily give you what you didn't use. So there are other investment tools out there that act similar to a pension in the sense that they give you that monthly check. But if you don't end up using the money, you can then give the money to your heirs, whether that be your children or whoever the case may be.
And I would say with all of the plans we've built, where clients will come to us and say, hey, I've got these options, what do you recommend? In fact, that's a part of our business model. It's actually called pension optimization planning. And really, as Chase couldn't have said it better, it's all about the data. We're just running numbers and seeing what we can do with different options other than what your company offers. And sometimes the recommendation will be take the pension.
Right.
because the payout is just so good that that's the best option. But just as often, we'll be able to give them the client an option where they can get at or very close to the same monthly payment that your company was going to give you, but have an extra option that if, God forbid, you got one check and died in a car accident,
Right.
now instead of your children getting none of that $700,000 lump sum, they'll get most or all of what's left of that that you didn't get distributed to yourself as income. That alone is a huge advantage. Now,
Absolutely.
if you're single and no children and no family and don't like any of your friends, maybe it doesn't matter, right?
Right.
So then you would say, look, I don't care if no one gets it. Whatever check pays me the most is the one I want. And that happens from time to time.
And that's a great point, Dave. Really, with everything that we talk about in these YouTube videos, right? Every advice that we give, you need to seek out individual advice.
Absolutely.
Right? There's no one size fits all for any of this stuff. And to your point, this pension decision, right, has a lot of varying factors that are individual to each person.
Yeah, it goes right back to that age-old thing we talk about is you don't know what you don't know.
Right.
But our takeaway for today, if you're watching this, if you're lucky enough to be in or near retirement and you have a company that's offering you a pension and there's multiple options, please seek out a financial advisor and have them run the numbers.
Right.
Ask them if they do pension optimization planning so that you can look at different ways if you did roll some or all of that lump sum over to accomplish whatever your particular needs and goals are, to give you more flexibility other than just a monthly check and no access to the lump sum.
Yeah, exactly. So if you enjoyed this video, tune in for our next videos. Go ahead and like and subscribe down below. And if you hit the bell as well, you'll get notifications for our next videos whenever they come out.
Yep.